April Fool's, nerds! No, just kidding, just kidding. This is actually what it says on the tin. Hello, sweethearts and lovelies. Welcome back to another No Death Clear here on the Fresno channel. Now, we've done a lot of platforming games, we've done a lot of fighting video games, but a genre we haven't really touched is the shmup. So I rectified that, and after much blood, sweat, and tears, metaphorical of course, here we are. I am proud to present to you Gradius 2 on the Famicom, No Death Clear. But the way I recorded it was a little special, you know. I didn't just fire up a emulated version on, like, the Switch or the computer or something. No. I'm going to tell you exactly what I did, and it's going to explain why the footage might look a little janky. I used an actual Famicom cart of Gradius 2, plugged it into an adapter, plugged it into my North American Nintendo Entertainment System. I hooked up some AV cables to that, slapped it onto a cheapo AV to HDMI device, and plugged that into my Elgato capture card and recorded it in OBS. And the result is this beautiful beam footage you see here, which is probably going to get compressed all hell and back after the fact. But here's Gradius 2, legitimately, on the Nintendo. I did it that way because, you know, then I could play with the actual Nintendo pad. So, it felt good like that. Anyway, this is the loadout we're picking. There are many loadouts in the game, but this is the one that I like the best, and we're just gonna go for it. Now, Gradius, No Death Clear's a Gradius. I've gotten one on the original Gradius about a decade ago, and that was on my other account that I made for Something Awful Let's Plays about a decade or so ago. I'll probably link that down below, just if you want to see it. I think I had a pal Final Gamer on. Lovely Scottish person who we did some Super Star Wars Let's Plays together while they did the gameplay and I commentated over it, and I was like, oh my god, you're really good at this computer video game. But yeah, Gradius 2, the name of the game is Don't Die, which, it's Gradius. The entire point of it is you become a walking death machine, but if you die once, the run is over because it's nearly impossible to claw your way back. So, yeah, that led to a few challenges here. Level 1 actually is really challenging in some aspects. Gotta map your power-up route right, they give you lots, and deal with these dragons. That last one I killed has got me a few times. That one has got me a few times, but we did well here. I have the shield, and I hope to God it's working right. I have recorded the original footage and this thing I'm doing here at 60 FPS. So if the frames don't fucking show, blame YouTube. I did my best, okay? But this game kind of pushes the limits of the Famicom. You begin to see why they didn't put any more Gradius games on the Famicom. Hell, in fact, Gradius 3 went on Super Famicom, and even that was still early enough that it was like, oh dear, this machine can barely handle this. Goodness gracious. I guess that's why we never saw Gradius on a Nintendo machine for another decade. Until, Gradius Galaxies? On the GBA, which is a game I should beat one day. But, yeah, these things gave me a bit of trouble early on, but, I have memorized them and what to do here, so this part feels kind of tight. Ooh, this is, yeah, a little scary. The fire pillars kind of looking great, though. The fire pillars. Fire pillar. The caterpillar. Fire pillar. But we're coming up to the stage 1 boss, and it's going to be a real arduous fight, everybody. And I'm pretty much just about fully powered up here. I got the 4 options. I got my laser shot, and the good strat. I have my power-up locked in on where the shield is, so that if I lose the shield, I can immediately get it back. Anyway, it's time for the stage 1 boss. Let the decisive battle begin! Ah, that was the stage 1 boss. Great, thank you for coming, everybody. Yeah. 5 lasers, you just melt it. At this point in the game, you can melt pretty much anything. That doesn't mean this is easy, though. Dear God, no, it took me so many tries. Yeah, I had the obvious, oh, here's a stupid death I did. I had the obvious, oh, here's something I didn't have learned quite well. I had the obvious, oh, I wasn't paying attention there. But this approach also led to some unconventional losses. I forgot how finicky analog hardware can be. I lost a couple of runs to the Nintendo cartridge just freezing up on me. Completely freezing up on me. And there was one case that's it still absolutely baffles me. I got it today as we're going through this level and breaking the fences and stuff. I was fighting a boss. I was nowhere near the lasers of the boss or the boss itself. Was shooting at it with my lasers. And all of a sudden, I see some glitch graphics for a couple of frames. And I think, oh, is the game glitched? And then it boots me back to the checkpoint. So it glitched, but it glitched in a way where it just went, I know the boss was supposed to die, but I've decided that you lose. It's absolutely fucking bizarre to me. Like, I get if it glitches out, you know, just gone, but how the hell does this game glitch out in that way? That's fucking weird. Oh yeah, stage 2, it has obstacles. That part prior, like a minute ago, with the things that were rolling around the platforms, the orange guy shooting things, that part I thought was tricky. This part, this is not bad. You just dodge what's coming at you, and then you get in this nice rhythm where they always spawn behind you here, so you know, just stay forward a little bit. We got this tight little corridor that focus fire. There's a unique art to trailing your options behind you so that they drop the spread bombs just right. These things. Also these, hey, did you know that the Konami Video Game Corporation also made Contra, whose final level features these fucking pod things? I thought this looks very much like I think Super C came later, didn't it? Yeah. Super C is like, no, it might have came out in the arcade, but Super C was like a 1990 on the Nintendo. This looks very Super C level 6, 7, one of those late game levels. Konami aesthetic. Anyway, we blew up an eye, but we're not done because that was only the first boss of stage 2. The second boss is an interesting creature who we will soon see. It's there, but it's not there. Oh my god, it's Sans Undertale! I'm gonna laugh at his jokes and get another 350,000 views! Skeleton! And he's dead. A very bizarre situation that was. That was 10 years ago as well, by the by. Yeah, 2015. I was laughing at skeleton puns and playing Gradius. Now look at me. I'm blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. Okay, so stage 3 is coming up. You can split it into 2 distinct halves. The first half annoys me. The second half is, well, the poor Famicom is trying. Let's just say that. So we've got this Gradius 1, stage 1 looking area, and these turrets are the bane of my goddamn existence. Just, I do not have two-way missiles, so I am forced to be a little creative and proactive with dealing with this shit by moving forward as fast as I fucking can and trying to get these things up top before they're like, I'm gonna move back and forth and just shoot them on Chicha. It's really great. Oh boy, you sure need this hassle, don't you? Well, you're trying to beat a hard game. I don't know why the turrets sound like Mickey Mouse or whatever the fuck else he was trying to do there, but either way. You just gotta deal with it. And this is where shield management comes into play. I mean, I'm sure you can beat this as a true, like, flawlessness. I never got hit once, and I never had my shield touched a single time, but not me, so. I think so, we're doing pretty good. I've had some runs where, you know, I'm one hit away from losing my shield here, and I've had runs where I've done perfectly. I was babbling like an idiot, so I didn't even notice if I took a hit during this section. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. But we're past this first segment, and now we are on the segment where the Famicom weeps. Because these fucking crystals just slow shit down to a crawl. And we're flickering like maniacs. This poor machine, It's got a memory mapper in the cartridge, a goddamn VRC4, and it's still like... Fuck! I can render 20 crystals at once! Ugh. I'm still a cutting-edge machine. You don't need to go buying one of them Mega Drives or PC engines. I can do it. I can do it. I'm the family computer. I can do it. The family computer cannot, in fact, really. Well, it's functioning. I'll put it like that, you know. Again, Gradius 3 and all those fucking bubbles. God. Oh, Konami. You flew too close to the sun sometimes, but still did you. Anyway, this is a fun level. I think this is the only level that has never killed me. So, that's something. Well, technically the first half stage was killed me. Not the crystal part. You know, it's very chill, and if you do take a lot of hits in 3-1 and have your shield down below, it's better to just intentionally take a bullet and then power back up, get your shield, and then you can get enough power-ups easily to hover over the shield option on the menu there. Like, it's a very stress-free level and very generous with its power-ups. I think we're coming up on the section from hell. Again, never died to it, but it always scares the piss out of me. We'll get there eventually if the poor Famicom can handle it. I'm shooting these things as much as I can to get them out of here. Oh, God. The level of flicker here is absurd, and I hope it's coming. Even with the fuzziness of my analog video upscaled. Look, I can't afford one of them fancy goddamn upscalers. What do you think I'm made of money? I just bought it. It's like a Saturn for far too much money than I should have paid for it, but by God, now I can play fucking Stall, and I played Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Maria's mode, and I can play Bulk Slash, and there's even lots of Gradius games. Oh God, what the hell was my voice doing there? There's even lots of Gradius games. There's even lots of Gradius games on there. You got Salamander and Life Force, and I think Life Force 2's or Salamander 2's on there. They got a couple of Parodius games. This is pretty neat. It's a shame they don't have like Gradius 4 or something, but well, they also have what do you call it? They got like a Darius, and they got Thunder Force on there, and they got all those weird bullet hell bullshits. Radiant Silver Guns on there. Lots of cool shooters. And this is a cool boss, too. You know, it's funny. Whenever I fight these cores, I always think of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Because Yu-Gi-Oh, also made by Konami, had an entire archetype of big core monsters. They're kind of ass. They're not meta in the slightest, but it's still really cool that they're in there. And they even kind of sort of replicated the whole thing where they have the shields. And you break the shields, and then they're vulnerable, because, you know, it's like, oh, they get counters, and they're immortal if they have the counters on, or something. It's, look, I've never played that. But another iconic thing from Gradius coming up, it's time for the Moai heads. What is the deal with the Moai heads? Who in Konami was looking at stuff and said, you know, Easter Island sure is fucking weird. Let's put that in our computer game. Well, I mean, it's a strange, ancient, evocative thing that, you know, nonetheless fits the strange aesthetic of Gradius. I like it. It's pretty fucking cool. This level is very interesting. In the first place, we've got leading the options into the Moais so you can pop them internally. And there's some interesting Zen strats going here, where you basically just sort of stay still, and you'll be fine in parts. Especially once you get like to the latter half over here. If you've got full options and stuff, you can just kind of hang back, stay still. I just recentered myself there, but eventually it's coming up. I swear. Eventually it's coming up. You can just sort of get yourself in the right way and get a nice little curtain of laser fire and volleys of spread bombs that deal with everything. Yeah, here we go. I don't even have to fucking move. I'm just sitting here. The spread bombs are taking out everything from below, and the laser fire is taking out everything above. Good shit. It feels good. It feels like a good strat to have. I'm dealing with this guy. Yeah, I had to kind of move there at the last second. Depressingly, this Moai asshole coming up killed me once, and there was this stupid fucking thing where I was too impatient. I'm like, I'm gonna get him in 2 cycles. And I did not get him in 2 cycles. If you stay on the right, he'll jump up like into the corner and get you. So I just move back, let him jump back, then I'll get him. Oh no! I lost like 5 seconds! Oh! My PB is ruined! Well, guess what? You Dumbo, your fucking actual run is secure now. So, deal with it. I'm talking to my past self here. You know, and now we got the triples, the triple green Moais. Just hang out. You don't even have to move horizontally. Just sort of go up and down, and you'll deal with everything here. Alright, well, we're on the fun part of the game now. Hey kids, you remember Gradius 1? Oh, they like to do shit like this, where before every boss it's just an onslaught of fucking shit that you have to deal with. It's the throwback time. This is the boss rush. Stage 5 is the boss rush. So be careful of that. And what are we starting with? Oh, we're starting with... Oh, this is the asshole that glitched out, mentioned before. The regular-ass big core. But it has one new trick. It does a spread shot. Yay! And it moves forward. I only remember if the original big core moved forward or not, but it's dead. And now we get what I like to call the Life Force Power Hour, where the next 3 bosses are from the computer video game Life Force /Salamander / I don't know the tangled web that history weaves with that series, and its arcade versions, its American versions, and Japanese versions. Anyway, here's a brain with arms. Deal with it. That's all you had to do. So the next boss is this, Spinny Arm Big Core. The Spinny Arm Big Core. I love dealing with the Spinny Arm Big Core because the strat just feels so cheesy and yet so fun. So we're gonna wait for this little shit to approach. So now we're gonna get in there and follow with the spin, and we're gonna hug it, and our options are gonna go right inside there, and then we just sort of do these little micro adjustments and pop it. So here's the final boss of Salamander, Life Force, whatever the fuck, and flashing light warning, by the way. If you're epileptic, look away. Look away, because Konami does not care about if you have a seizure or not. It's gonna flash the screens, just ball shoots bubbles. And I'm not exactly, you know, DPSing it, so there's a lot of flashing happening here. Literally just go up and down and deal with the bubbles. I can handle the flashing, but, you know, if you can't, well, I've given you ample warning. And I hope you've looked away and you haven't suffered any sort of a fit of peak. Anyway, it's gone. The flashing lights are gone, by the way, so you can look again. You can look again, everybody, as we deal with our final boss. Big ball, big core. I don't know. It's a ball, and it's got shields upon shields. And it shoots missiles. You kind of hang back and deal with it. And just make little micro adjustments when the missiles come from the bottom of the screen. Now, eventually a missile would come from the top of the screen that would hit you, but I killed it fast. So this level's the bane of my fucking existence, and not even for the hard part. This is yeah, the first half is kind of like the final level of Gradius 1, which the final level of Gradius 1 is the fucking nightmare. And I do, even I remember that it took, like, all my attempts back when I was trying to do it a decade ago. Well, history repeated in the year of our Lord 2025, because this fucking part took more attempts than I care to admit. And I'm thinking, oh, gee, well, next time, I'll just take the double gun, just like I did in Gradius 1. And then I get back to the game and I realize, oh, fuck, This loadout doesn't have a fucking double gun. That's the tail gun. I'm like, well, I could use that. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to abandon my precious spread bombs. I owe it to the spread bombs. I owe it to this loadout to finish a run. So the strategy I ended up taking was just remembering where every fucking thing was and rushing in and dealing with it before it overwhelmed me with bullets and became a fucking problem. Case in point, now those things are gone, and this thing's gone. Well, that turret's still there, but, you know, a little careful maneuvering goes a long way. I said a little careful maneuvering goes a long fucking way. I took a bullet there, but it's fine. And now we're going super speed. We're going fast. Gotta go fast. This isn't Sonic CD again. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I got 2 speed ups, I'm fine. Of course, if you die here and you have only 1 speed up, you're fucking screwed. But we're not going to have to deal with that. This is a no-death clear. Teehee. Yeah. I don't know if it's an accomplishment or not. It's arguably harder to have died and then claw your way back, but fuck it, this took a lot of time for me to do, so I am uploading it, and you are going to say, hey, gee, Fresno Inferno did another hard game. That's pretty fucking cool. I think they're neat. I like their blue hair and their glasses. Even if their shield's almost about to run out, but that's okay. It's okay. Just be careful with this. You need to know when to go forward, know when to move backward. You just get a nice feeling for it. Anyway, let's pop the shield. What? Okay, I remember playing and being like, why didn't my shield pop? I'm on the orange shield, which means I thought that meant I only have 1 hit left, but I clearly tanked that bullet, but I still have some shield. That's fucking weird. But anyway, we're gonna deal with the first boss here now. Okay, we can just look there. We should be fine. We've got the shield. So we're gonna deal with the first boss, which is a wall. It reminds me of the fucking Journey to Silius wall, but far less aggravating because of the movement we have. We can pop all these turrets, and much like before, the shields shoot out spread of bullets, but and now we got a section that the last run that got here before the winning run that you're seeing, I completely forgot about this segment and was kind of surprised about it. I'm like, oh fuck, oh shit. I didn't die to it, but yeah. So I'm hanging back because this is fucking, oh, the walls come up and try to box you in. But none of them actually, you know, box you in. They just come up and down like, oh, surprise. Oh no, we took another hit on their shield. Oh, whatever will we do? Well, we'll fucking power up anyway. But this is fine. We're just about through. And now we have to deal with the true boss of stage 6. Walking turrets! No, it's actually this giant crab thing. But I made this way the fuck harder on myself by not going all the way up there and dealing with these shitheads. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I must be confident because I have a shield. Now look at this. Now I've practically turned it into a goddamn Denmaku and I gotta deal with this crab piece of shit. You gotta sneak in under it, but mercifully they all left, so I went up to deal with that one. Taking valuable time. I could have been in real trouble there if that took a while. So here's stage 7, which killed me once on these recording attempts and once more on actual, you know, just general practice in my basement on the Nintendo before I brought it up here and plugged it in and recorded and all that shit. And it's absolutely heartbreaking to lose a run here after dealing with all this bullshit. It's not even that hard, it's just, it has a couple of tricks that you need to learn, and if you don't remember the tricks are there, you're going to fucking die! And lose 20 minutes of work! 24 minutes of work looking at the fucking timer! Okay, well, I rambled for a bit. So, you know, let's split the difference. 20 odd minutes of work. This segment, not hard, well, it would be hard if you fucking died now, wouldn't it? But, okay. So this is the final obstacle we have to deal with. First, this thing killed me on console downstairs. Is this fucking thing. And so I finally got it. I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the belong. We go on 3, and I zip forward, and this fucking thing killed me. I wanted to scream, so then I looked at the long play again, and I remembered where these fuckheads come from, and took it slow. And just like Gradius, the first, The last part is like, I don't even care anything about it. Yep, you better go in, or it boxes you in. We have now beaten the game. Because, if you don't know, Gradius does this fun little trick where the final bosses are nigh defenseless sitting ducks. We've got Brain Boy here of the Bacterian Empire. I don't fucking know. And he just stands there. You know, he's not even standing. He's just a fucking head. Gross ass head. Like, can I have the W already, buddy? Please? Oh shit! Fucking bubbles! Oh! Oh no! Oh! You're careful. Remember the Super Famicom. And that, my good friends, is Gradius 2, beaten without a single hugging death. Let's go. Wow. That feels good to get. You know, it's funny, when I was practicing it, I was like, ooh, you know, I've never beaten Gradius 3 on video like that before. I might have, but I don't remember it in this style, so it doesn't count to me. Beating Gradius 3 on like the regular normal difficulty. I remember a part much like that one with the walls coming up that always used to kill me, and I used to have to be like, oh, I'm gonna commit that to memory and get it. They haven't got it. Anyway, the point of this long-winded story is to say that while I was doing Gradius 2, I was like, oh yeah, I'll beat Gradius 2, no doubt, and then I'll get Gradius 3. Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking while before I touch one of these shmups again. This kinda pissed me off. It's not my, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not my genre of expertise, shall we say. But I managed to get this. I managed to get competent. I cleared a Toho on this playlist, for fuck's sakes. So that should count for something. Well, the Toho, well, actually, the Toho was a 1 credit clear, not a no-death clear. But I'm still counting that for something. It still counts. And I count that. And, you know, I have a Sega Saturn now. There are about 45 billion fucking shmups to play on that thing. Maybe I'll play some of them sometime. Maybe I'll just play one of the RPGs. I don't fucking know. Either way. That was Gradius 2. That's the credits. It loops back on itself because, you know, you gotta go for your fucking high score. But that's the high score I'm going for. You're gonna see it any second now as soon as the ship stops drifting. Yeah. Konami. They made the video game. They make some pretty fucking good video games! And this is one of them. There we go, 1,000,000 points. And that's it. That's fucking Gradius 2. Yeah, it looped back on itself, the video, but who cares? Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed everything you watch next. And I don't know what's going to be next for the 1 credit clears, no death clears. You know, whatever tickles my fancy. Hell, it might even be just Gradius 3 again if I change my fucking mind. Who knows? I don't know. We'll find out. Have a good one. Go have a snack. I don't know. You deserve it. Goodbye.